Hey y'all, so I'm back. So I got something that I want to talk about that's really dear to my heart. It had happened to me about maybe two years ago. So as y'all know, I never experienced that I would transition to being a transgender woman. And I always considered myself as being a gay man. But I still had them feelings in there that I wanted to carry up hers. I wanted to just look like a woman. So I guess that was the sign of me transitioning. So I say back in 2000, 2019, I started the transition. So of course, I'm in a circle, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of gay friends. I had a lot of gay friends because of my ex friend. And then plus, I plus been out since I was 16. I was going to the gay area, just enjoying life, just doing things. So I had got to know a lot of people that do a lot of passes and stuff. One of my friends had wanted me to assist her in a pageant. I wasn't trained in. I was just a regular boy. They wanted me to assist them in the pageant since I was so good on getting them dressed like that. Uh, because like I said, when I was younger, I played with dolls. I did all of that. All of that was my passion. That's something that I wanted to do. So when I started the transition, um, I get a call and somebody asks me, "Well, I'm entering this pageant, but I don't know if I can do it. I need a dresser. What if I pay you?" I said, dude, you do know that I charge, right? I say, if I'm your dresser, then I charge you. It depends on how many nights it is. You know what I'm saying? I said, so ask how many nights it is. She asked, so I said, I give you a special price. I just charge you $300. That's 100 per night, right? And she said, oh, okay, I got no problem with that. But she said, you know what? And the first night she went, she was saying she didn't know if she wanted to redo it. And I said, well, girl, why you don't know? I said, it seemed like you doing a good job. She was doing a makeup. I didn't do a makeup because simply fact, the only time I was watching everybody else do their makeup, and how I began to learn how to do my makeup. I didn't do my makeup like a drag queen. You understand what I'm saying? I only knew how to do my makeup to match myself in the daytime. So to make a long story short, she hired somebody to do her makeup, which I thought excellent. Everything else I took. Okay. So I give her encouragement. I tell her, girl, don't give up now. You almost there. Just hang in there. You almost there. I'm steady giving her encouragement. So somehow I had on this white suit. And by the end, the top part, which is my breasts, were beginning to flourish out. And I had this hair in my head. I always had my hair sewed in, or maybe a wig. On this particular day, I had my hair sewed in. So somebody took a picture because she said, I want my girl to take a picture with me because she's been here through the whole process and everything. Because we had to take a picture on night two. So somebody took a picture of me and put it on Facebook. Now, y'all, this is where this is getting interesting. So apparently, I had got a phone call the next morning from my mama, and my mama was saying that why is your picture on Facebook and why is you dressed up like a girl? To me, what I do in my life is what I do in my life. To me, it shouldn't matter what I do in my life to you, but evidently it's a concern. So I said, what did you? The first thing I said is, what is you talking about? And the second thing I said is how there's a picture of me on Facebook. You understand what I'm saying? Then I said, I put her on speaker. Then, no, I got my ex's phone and I looked on Facebook and there I was. I said, well, I didn't put that up there. I would never do that because I know how y'all feel about me. At that time, I had just graduated from Facebook to Instagram and everything, and YouTube. I wasn't even using so my sister had the one that told her this story. And I didn't know. So even to this day, me and my mama argue about me being on Facebook as a girl. And my mama don't accept the fact that I transition. She don't. She say she do. She say that's your life. I don't have anything to do with it. But in reality, she don't. I mean, and she had told me when she was over my house last time taking care of me that I feel like you could have warned me and I feel like you could have told me. I said, Mama, first of all, I had no idea that that picture was on Facebook. And I didn't. Y'all, because if anybody know me, they know that I don't put pictures up on Facebook. I don't do that. I don't like my pictures up on Facebook. That's just like pictures of family members and all that. I don't do stuff like that. That'd be my family members that do stuff like that. But I don't. But they just like I think one of my cousins was telling me allegedly that my sister had put my niece up on Facebook. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that, y'all. I feel like I have other things to do with my life, and I feel like I have other things to do with my time. So that's why I was like, when my mama told me that, I didn't know what to say because unlike everybody else, I don't put my pictures on Facebook. I mean, and baby, back then before I got sick, before I got hospital buying, bed buying, oh yeah, I was like, mm. Even now, I think I wouldn't even dare put a picture up on Facebook. I don't even put my pictures up on Instagram. I don't. And a lot of people do. A lot of people do that. A lot of people put their pictures up on Instagram, YouTube. I don't do that. Well, I take that back. I am a picture is up on me on Instagram where I got this wig and my hair is swoop slade for the Lord. And I got this like light blue and black gown on. You know what I'm saying? And that picture's up there, you know. But other than that, I don't do pictures like that. But I guess the story in here, what I was trying to say is, I just couldn't believe that my family was coming after me behind a picture that was up on Facebook of me. You know, if anything, you ought to be proud. You know that, but it was more like, which I guess I could understood that she could have had a chance on losing her job. But at the end of the day, I don't see how you losing your job have anything to do with me or me on Facebook, I guess having things you losing your job. Because at the end of the day, I feel like that I am who I am. I'm gonna always be who I am and can't nobody change me. But it seemed like when you try to transition to being a transgender woman, it is so hard and people don't understand that. It's hard. It's hard being a transgender woman. You know what I'm saying? And not only is it hard being a transgender woman, it's hard being a classy transgender woman because I'm not no a transgender that's out the gutter. I don't perceive myself to be out the hood. When I dress to perfect. You know what I'm saying? I grab my little purse or whatever. You know, I can honestly say it was a lot of stuff stolen from me that I had to start all over again. Us now. But at the same time, it's just like I don't do the same things that people do. Like when people put makeup on and go out in public, they put eyeshadows on and it be like glitter all over their eyes. That's just not my thing. That's not what I'm doing here. You know. And I learned that from a lot of people that I hung around with because it's certain queens now that started the process of being transgender late and they don't do it. They don't do it. Sometimes they wear makeup and then sometimes they don't. They just wear their regular face. And that's how I am sometimes. When I go outside, I may wear my regular face, and I just have my bag and my hair on. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you do. That's just who you are. But, I don't think nobody should be crucified because you're a transgender woman and your picture end up on Facebook. I don't think that's fair for your family. I don't think your family should do that. I don't think that's fair to you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I say you didn't know nothing about it. And that's what I be getting. That's what I be trying to get at. I tell people I don't, like I told my mom when she was over here, I don't put stuff on no kind of channel. And I don't like that because I don't like to be clarified. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like judgment. I don't. I'm not scared of being criticized. I'm not scared of being judged, but I don't like it. And so when she had told me, and I told, well, I apologize, but I didn't do it. But at the end of the day, I had to remember to myself, what is I'm apologizing for? What is I'm apologizing for? Because a picture that's on Facebook? Is that why you apologize? It was crazy, y'all. If I tell you that was the craziest thing in my life that I had to go through, besides being gay. But then sometimes I feel that it's okay for your parents to accept that you're gay. They'd rather for you to be gay, but it's not okay for you transitioning to be a transgender woman. That's what scares them. Because I can understand it. Because if you look at it, we're in a society which is in a world of a lot of transgenders getting killed. But if you look at it, we're in a society in this world where a lot of people's getting killed, not just transgenders, a lot of people. But I say this, if you know how to conduct yourself like a lady and like a woman, ain't nothing gonna happen. Because I know a lot of transgender women and I know them and they still living. Um, Nothing ever happened to them. And they always say that's because you have to learn how to conduct yourself. And she said, you trying to trick a man and you trying to stop a man from being with a woman, that's not gonna happen. I was watching this show the other night. I forgot what it was, a documentary. It was on Tubi. It was about that transsexual that got killed, Dominique. And her own mama didn't even know what she was. Her mama didn't know she was a trans. But when she ran up, the police knew that she found out from the police what her mama was because I don't think she played an active role in her family life. That's just like this other transsexual got killed here in Dallas behind when the police arrested her, and the ambulance was making some kind of jokes, and they suspended, and it's a good chance they might be losing their job now. So we protected by the LGBTQ. But at the end of the day, we're really not protected by society straight. You know, I was listening to something to what Jarvis and Terrell said on their video when Jarvis said, it really offends me that you put out great content, but if you put out content, if a guy put out content, they put out content and they don't have no shirt on, they don't get more followers and views than you. And then he said they can be wearing their underwear with no shirt on. And that's true. But it's just like I said, it's false and advertised. False advertised. Advertised. You is trying to get clout. And that's what they do. They're gonna do whatever it takes to get that clout, and that's why it came back. And I had to tell my mama, I didn't put myself up there. I don't know who took that picture, but I didn't put myself on Facebook. Cause y'all, number one, I don't hang out at gay clubs like that. The order for me to hang out at gay clubs, it have to be money involved. If there's no money involved, I'm not. And the first thing I tell people, if I'm booked, don't sit there and take no pictures of me. So I tell them in a minute. I don't mind if I'm getting booked. Don't take no pictures of me. I don't want my pictures all over Facebook. I have a life outside of this organization, and that's just it. You know, it's very important. You know, I would like to, even though that I'm transitioning into a transgender woman, I still would like to be respected, and I still give respect to my nephews, and I still give respect to my niece. That's just it. I always been like that. I ain't never br- been the one to bring my lifestyle around my niece and my nephews. I never have. It never has been a chance that I'm ashamed of what I am. It's just that I have morals and I have responsibilities to live up to. And I don't see what's the point. You know who you are. So why you gonna bring your lifestyle around your family? Uh, I was talking to a friend of mine a while ago. I would love for my family to accept who I am, but I know that's not gonna never happen. And I always said that when I go around my family members and I have my purse, I always have to end up leaving my purse in the car because I know how my family members is. And I remember one time for my auntie's funeral, I had to have my braids taken out because the way my grandma feel that don't come to the funeral with them braids in my head. So, it's always been a problem or been an issue with me and my family because the way I look when I got hair in my head. And my mama would say, you don't have to do that. You know, you come to the funeral as is. But I didn't. I came to the funeral. I ain't had no braids in my head, nothing. Came at the funeral as a straight boy. And I was miserable because I wasn't myself like I should have been. But I was trying to do everything, and that's just it. You try to do everything to make other people happy, but what about you? You're not doing nothing to make yourself. So yeah. So like I said, that it's hard transitioning into be a transgender woman, but and it's hard to get people to accept you being a transgender woman, and that's all I have to say really.